Hi, I wanted to say a few things today. I won't make this very long, but there is something bothering me, um, and I wanted to speak out about it so that more people can be aware of it, really. So I get a lot of emails and a lot of information, a lot of stories, a lot of photos, and lately, which I've always gotten them, but lately I have been getting so many just gut-wrenching stories of rape, of gang rape, um, by these black gangs in South Africa against, women, Afrikaner women, or children. And yesterday I got two. So it really broke my heart to hear just these horrible things that are done. And one of the stories, it was an 8-year-old little girl that had to take antiviral medication. And, I'm sure she's completely traumatized for life. But two of the men, it was, I believe, three attackers, two of them had AIDS or HIV. And this child was only 8 years old, having to take antiviral meds to make sure she doesn't get AIDS or try to keep her from getting AIDS, HIV. And, I'm a mom. I have a 7-year-old daughter. And this just, I can't even tell you, just ripped my heart out. Because no child should have to face that. I just can't imagine what it goes through a child's mind. And these attacks are so vicious and so dehumanizing. And that's the goal, is to dehumanize the women, to make them feel like nothing. And that's also part of genocide, when acts like that are committed against a targeted group of people based on their race or their, religious beliefs, when they're targeted so viciously with rapes and dehumanization and humiliation. That's part of the definition of genocide. And this story just really ripped my heart out. But there was another story, another lady, and I believe she was attacked by 8 men, and they, tortured her, basically did horrible things to her that I can't even speak out of my mouth. But I can't imagine living with that every single day. I mean, that is just terrifying. And anybody who can live through that and keep going and still have any kind of a normal life has to be a very strong person, because I don't know if I could do it. I would not want to live through that. I would try to make them kill me, because for me that would be worse than death. But the bigger implication of of this is that it's a regular occurrence and it happens all the time. And overall in South Africa, the violent crime rate is out of control. Yet only about 20% of these crimes are actually prosecuted and or they're convicted. So 80%, about 80% of these rape, murders, home invasions go completely unsolved due to mishandling of evidence, due to the police not caring and not wanting to investigate. This happens a lot with farm murders. They just don't seem interested in investigating. The dockets go missing, the cases go cold, and that number is really shocking, because these are violent, brutal rapes, torture, murders. In the cash and transit heist, they execute these people in broad daylight. And 80% of these crimes go completely unsolved due to the police being so just inadequate. I mean, I have pictures, many pictures of the police just sleeping. And I know in some farm attacks that the police have been called and they said, oh, we can't come right now, we don't have a vehicle, or whatever it may be. They make excuses not to do the investigation. This is insane. And it is very disturbing that these women and these children are subjected to these, I'm going to just call them demons, because this is not human nature to do these atrocities and then brag about them online or take pride in them. That is not human nature. Human nature is to kill for food, or to kill to protect the people that you love, because you have no choice. When you kill for fun and hate, and you're able to brag about it and have no conscience, there's nothing human about that. So I can only come to the conclusion that these are demons, and that's why they have no human nature. They know nothing of human nature, because they can't be human to commit these type of crimes. And then the people who are supposed to be protecting the community are failing greatly and have no interest in protecting any of these people. It's shameful. And that the government would allow this number to be acceptable is shameful. Something needs to be done about it. And I don't know the solution, but at my job, if someone screws something up because it will cost an astronomical amount of money, or it may cost a life, everybody has to go. Everybody that's in charge pretty much has to go, and they start over. And that's kind of what this situation seems like to me, that they need to clean house and start over. So like I said, I didn't want to make this too long, but I wanted to just put this out there because this has been weighing heavy on my heart. I thought about this all night, and I wanted people to know that the police are doing nothing. They're not interested in investigating or solving these crimes. And imagine you being the victim of this brutal torture and rape, knowing that all of those people are still free and that they could come back at any time. That is terrifying to me. And the police need to do their job, period. I don't know police officers here in America that would act in such a way. Most of them have honor, and they take pride in their job, and they are there to protect and serve the community. So this is just completely foreign to me, and it doesn't matter that I live in another country. It's not right, and anyone can see that. So I will leave you with that, and hopefully I will talk to you guys later. Not positive, but I think I'm supposed to be doing something a little later. So have a great day, and thank you for your time, and I'll speak to you soon.